Oh, good morning, crafty peeps. It's a Saturday, and I had a question about how to make rosettes, and I did not show how to do that in my process video because my camera on my phone decides to cut off at random times while I'm recording, and honestly, I didn't even record making the rosettes because I had never done it before, so I was not sure how to do it. I had to watch a YouTube on how to do it, thanks to that person who did the longer video on how to do rosettes, but they're really actually very easy, and you don't have to have anything special. Even if you don't have a scoreboard like this one, I wish I had a longer one. Actually, I wish I had the 12 by 12, but I don't. And the one she had was actually the score and cut, so it has a cutting thing on it. But you can get like a scoring blade for your regular cutter, so that instead of cutting the paper, it just runs a line, which would be really handy. I used to have that on my old system, but okay, so let me show you how to do some rosettes. It's really pretty simple. Here are the measurements that I used when I created mine for my layout that I showed you the other day. Go watch that sneak peek. Don't forget to go comment on my video, my 800 subscriber layout video, because that is where you can be entered to win a $50 gift card to my store. So I cut my strips, and I started with the scraps kind of from the papers that I wanted to use in my layout. So these are actually some other scraps that I had already cut, and I've done them to show you what that looks like. You can cut them at various widths. Whatever size width you do is what size rosette you'll have. Like this one is probably a 1.5. This is probably a 1. So you can see that there's a difference in there. Make sure that you have something handy to put in the middle. So I have started using these little buttons because I never know how to use these buttons. And so these are great. These are from Storyteller. I had some. Oh, here they are from These Days, which I'm very excited about using. Also, because these go along with a paper collection, you can easily use paper that coordinates and then use those little buttons. These are the decorative brads from these Simple Stories. This is actually a sticker, a foam sticker from Simple Stories. So I thought for these, this is a button, then I stuck a sticker on top because I wanted to put something with coffee, but the sticker is actually a little flower, which is very cute. I ended up not using this one. This was for my thing. You'll also probably want either some sort of circle punch. That's what I like to use. None of these have it, but I started doing that for the back. It makes it easier when you're gluing it down to have something to glue it to. These I didn't do that. I just glued on the front, but you can glue on the back. And I prefer to use hot glue. I think it works best to hold it down. And then you can use regular glue to hold the stuff on the top if you want. Like if you see this one, I tried to use the hot glue to hold it together, and then it made it all kind of going in, and I don't really like that. I actually prefer to not have as much dimension on my pages. So that's actually why mine's not even I actually have hung my page on the wall. I'm not even putting it in an album because it's just going to be too bumpy with the rosettes. Okay, so cut your paper 12 inches. It has to be 12 at least, because if you do it smaller than that, it's just not going to work. I've tried different sizes, but you can always take 2 6-inch strips and glue them together to make a longer strip. That's what I did on a few because I had some 6x8 paper and I had some 6-inch strips, and so, or pieces, and so I just glued 2 strips together and made it the size that I needed it. So once you have your strip, you're going whatever size you want. You can make it huge. Actually, on my Cricut, there's a design that's has a like giant rosette for good morning for it has a giant rosette for like decorating, you know, party decorations, and that's cool. I don't think I have a scoring blade for my Cricut though, so I don't think I could even do that if I wanted to. I've heard that there's a die that you can actually get a die also. My friend Tara had a die that she could use. But this is so easy to do this if you have a scoreboard, or even like I've actually scored before just using the track with just like a score tool, or bone folder will work, and just put your paper in there. You just have to do the measurements. So you don't have to have anything fancy, and you can definitely do this with strips of paper. And that's why I did it already. I did a whole bunch in advance because I didn't want you to have to sit here and watch me do all of them. So you just basically this, and actually I'm going to say you don't have to score at 1/4. 1/4 is how you get the look that I did, because that's what the girl on the video was doing. She also showed some at 1/2, but 1/2 is a chunkier size, and so it's going to have a much bigger fan. So I just did 1/4 on all of mine, and it's a little bit tedious, and I don't care for things that require a lot of repetition, but you know what, once I started making them, I just really couldn't stop. So I made a whole bunch, and then I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to make like 5 more pages like this. Also, because of the girl that did the original video was just really good. Good morning. Although, you know, one of the girls from the scrap lift, she was like, I am never making another rosette again. Maybe we'll turn her back over to the dark side someday. I never ever thought I would make a rosette, and then like I said, once I tried it, I was just like, wow, these are super kind of fun, and kind of just, and I see like the ones that my friend, I think Tamara, has made some. Oh, they're so pretty. She just goes crazy at all these girls that are paper crafters. Oh, you're done. Okay, you're done, Kimberly. Okay. Well, you know what? Okay, this was the part that the girl in the video did not really cover very well. Once you've scored and folded, you just accordion fold it back and forth, right? Okay, it's very important that it kind of stays smushed. Don't pull it out. I did that once because I was measuring my strip, and then once I pulled it out, it did not work very well. Okay, see how at the end you have these two that are kind of triangles, upside down triangles like this, right? You want to be able to connect the pieces. You don't want to do it like this. If you do it like this, it's not going to continue that accordion. So the girl in the video, she's like, oh, you just cut it and then you just glue it. And I was just like, I don't know what she just did, because she did it super fast. So you can cut off half of this triangle so that you can glue those two pieces together. You could cut off half of this triangle. Well, if you cut that one, yeah, you can cut this piece off so that you can glue those two together. You could just glue them together like this, which I think I've done that before. All right, go have fun. Have a good Saturday. All right, so you can, like I said, you can just glue it. So I'll probably glue it on this one. I'll cut this piece off, okay? So I felt like that was, she kind of went really fast when she was describing how to do it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, and I hate when there's not clear instructions. So I'm not dissing the girl who did that video, because it was a great video and she talks for a really long time, and you know, I'm a talker, so I'll probably talk for a long time too. But also you should probably kick your cat out while you're working with hot glue, because you don't want your cat jumping on the table when there's a hot glue gun, which mine did. He didn't care, but I cared. He might knock it over. That wouldn't be good. But yeah, lessons learned. Okay, see how it just continues that accordion, and that's what you want. I say this like I'm some sort of rosette expert. This is like my 5th time doing a rosette. Okay, so once you've got that, dun, 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 here's the moment of truth, to see if Anna really knows what she's doing. Okay, so you've got this. Oh, the next step is I needed a piece, something that was round. I was using cardboard. I was using all kinds of stuff. Cardboard's too hard to cut. But take some of this paper, or this little kind of thicker card that you have, or a scrap of cardstock or whatever that you have left over from. But I love this because it's the packaging. This is actually pretty. It's printed. I used one from Simple Stories. I have a little bit of a pack rat problem where I save like everything. So I had this, and so I cut the circles out of that one for some of the other ones I did. But this one you could do because it's definitely decorative. And then I'm going to cut a small circle. See, now you're reusing your packaging. So, you know, yay! It's helpful to have that circle cutter. This is a 1 inch. I think I bought a set that was a 1.5 and a 1 inch because that's the ones I have. I'm pretty sure I got those at, what is this, Paper Source? Paper Studio. Is that Hobby Lobby or is that Michael's or Joann's? I don't remember. Okay, so once you do this, you're gonna flip these in. Can you see this? You can't see this. Can I zoom in? Here we go. Wow. Okay, we're gonna flip it in. And ta-da! It's magical. Okay. Now, this is the tricky part because you kind of want to put the glue on the back. Okay. Okay, so it's in there. And now remember, I am not a perfectionist, so this is not going to bother me if it's not perfect. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my hot glue in here. And if I burn myself, you will hear me yell. I'm just going to put some hot glue in here. And then you could flip this. You gotta work fast because, oh darn. Okay, you gotta do it this way. It's hard to do this on camera. It's gonna end up being squishy. There we go. And then grab something heavy and set it on top so that it will hold it while the glue cools. Okay, and then you go on to your next one that you've done the same thing with, which is even smaller. That one's pretty much already dried or cooled. That's why I like the hot glue. The problem with the hot glue is I worry that it's not going to stay, and so I don't know if it will stay. But this one we do the back. Do it this way. Okay, maybe I'm not. It's so tiny. This one's 3/4 of an inch, I think. I did a really small one. I was too nervous to do it any smaller than 3/4 of an inch. Oh, sorry, y'all didn't probably want to see that. You didn't see the magical thing that happened. Now, you can leave it where there's a hole in the middle. Like, you don't have to squish it really tiny. I guess that makes it a tighter rosette. You could leave it a little bit further open. I did that on some of mine. It just makes it a little harder because, you know, you got to put the glue around the outside edge and then you have to have something big enough to cover the hole in the middle. So, I'm going to try to flip this one. On the back, this is going to be the back. This was a hard paper because look how pretty that paper is when it's in the rosette. Okay, and then I'm going to take my hot glue. And you can use white or the pattern side, right? I just did the pattern side. I'm going to actually do it this way so that it's easier. Alright, it's cold outside today, y'all. It's cold and I'm supposed to go to a 5K. I'm supposed to run on a 5K today. And it's cold and it's been raining and it's gonna be muddy. Take something else. No, it's not gonna hold. See, it only works like every third time you do it. There we go. Come on. So, it's cold. I made tutus. I made tutus for my friend and myself. My sister-in-law and I are gonna run, and I took the shirt that they sent me and I distressed it, like I cut holes in it on purpose. And then in a little bit here, I'm gonna try to see if I can get my Cricut to work so I can print something out, or I can make some vinyl, something vinyl. We're not gonna really need hats today. It's not sunny. Okay. So there we go, your rosette is glued with hot glue, right? And then you take something like one of these really sweet little, whatever they're called, buttons. And then, you know, you can just glue it in the middle. The smaller ones for the smaller button, for the smaller rosette, and the bigger ones for the bigger rosette. Or, you know, you can take a piece of ephemera. That's what the girl in the inspiration video did also. Here's those things again. Now, and I think I would probably, and I love this. These are actually buttons. You take the sticky off. They are actual, true, honest to goodness buttons. See? take the sticky off. It's an actual button. Okay, so then I would actually hot glue this because I have it already. There we go. It's a little bicycle. Now, the last little thing is that if you have to pay attention to what paper you're using, because I thought these hearts would be so cute, but I don't think they're gonna work. We're gonna find out together, but I don't think they're gonna work. I mean, they might. I could be very wrong, right? I could be. I hope I am, because I like them. But I was concerned. Now, if I had done maybe the piece a little bigger, right? Cut the strip wider, and then done my scoring at 1/2 inch instead of 1/4, maybe. This is a Maggie Holmes paper. I think it's from Road Trip. Might be a different one, but it's a Maggie Holmes. Yay for hot glue and all the little beads. Okay. So, I had a pick. Oh, there. Also, my gluing was really I did a bad job gluing. So, ready? Yeah, I just don't think you can see. I mean, it comes out looking more like a more like a polka dot, which is cute. Just not the look I was going for. I think it's okay. It could work. It could definitely work. Map, not so much, but it's got also kind of an interesting look. That one doesn't want to cooperate, guys. Okay, I think I'm almost done. This one's not going to cooperate, but try to do this on camera. Good thing is, I have a lot more paper, so I can always get more. Ta-da! Alrighty, so that's how you do the rosette. Like I said, you could score every 1/4 inch, you could score every 1/2 inch. It just makes a wider, a bigger look. These are about 1 inch or 1 1/4, I think. And then this one is a tiny one, and it's done at 3/4. There's about 1/2 inch difference between those two. So, I think this is I mean, you could vary it. You could do whatever size you want. That's the fun part about making these, is that they are just absolutely open-ended to whatever you want to do. So there's the one with the hearts. It came out kind of cute. I think that could work. You know, it could really work. You could put another little heart in the middle. This one. Or a little bit bigger. Oh, the sticky came off. So, all right. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I'm sorry this kind of ran long, but I hope that it helped and that you can, oh, there's the instructions. Sorry, I did not. I thought those were in the frame, but they were not. Okay. So there's the instructions again if you want to screenshot that. And have a fabulous Saturday, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.